What about this is Mr. Downtown Raymel, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando for Tuesday, December 20th, 2022, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Raymel, that's REYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Universal Pictures is giving a glimpse of the new film Oppenheimer. The studio shared a trailer for the biopic Sunday featuring Cillian Murphy as American theoretical physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is based on the Kai Bird and Martin J. Sherwood book American Prometheus. The film centers on Oppenheimer and his work on the Manhattan Project, which led to the creation of the first atomic bomb during World War II. The new movie is written and directed by Christopher Nolan and also stars Emily Blunt, Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon, Rami Malek, Florence Pugh, and Josh Hartnett. Murphy says as Oppenheimer in the trailer, "We imagine a future and our imaginings horrify. They would fear it until they understand it, and they won't understand it until they've used it." He adds, "Theory will only take you so far. I don't know if we can be trusted with such a weapon, but we have no choice." Focus Features is giving a glimpse of the new film Book Club: The Next Chapter. The studio shared a teaser trailer for the comedy film Monday featuring Diane Keaton, Jane Fonda, Candice Bergen, and Mary Steenburgen. Book Club: The Next Chapter is a sequel to the 2018 movie Book Club. The film series follows Diane, Vivian, Sharon, and Caro, four longtime friends who first met at a book club. The new movie opens with Vivian's engagement and sees the four friends head to Italy for her bachelorette party. The official description reads, "When things go off the rails and secrets are revealed, their relaxing vacation turns into a once-in-a-lifetime cross-country adventure." Craig T. Nelson, Don Johnson, and Andy Garcia also star. Book Club: The Next Chapter is written and directed by Bill Holderman, who co-wrote and directed the first movie. The film opens in theaters May 2023 over Mother's Day weekend. MGM released a behind-the-scenes featurette Monday of the making of Creed No. 3, showing Michael B. Jordan discussing the filming, some of the boxing sequence with IMAX cameras. Jordan makes his directorial debut with the third Rocky spin-off in which he plays Adonis Creed. Jordan points out that Creed 3 is the first sports film to utilize IMAX cameras. Jordan says, "We are able to see every bead of sweat, every impact, the ripples in the skin, the sounds of the footsteps, the punches, the music, the lack of sound, and really immerse yourself into the entire world." The IMAX screen adds up to 26% more picture in the sequence film from that format. Other films that incorporated IMAX footage includes The Dark Knight, Dunkirk, Top Gun Maverick, Transformers sequels, and both Avatar films. With Rocky retired and reunited with his family at the end of Creed 2, Adonis is on his own. 7 years later, childhood friend Damien, played by Jonathan Majors, returns. Adonis must face his past. Jordan says he hopes Adonis' journey inspires the audience. Jordan says, "I hope audiences walk away feeling inspired and have the courage to do something you normally wouldn't do." Creed 3 is in theaters, including IMAX theaters, on March 3rd. Damien Chazelle's latest movie, Babylon, is heading to theaters on December 23rd. Two new trailers have dropped for it, and just in time for the Christmas season. One is dubbed Naughty, and the other is Nice. Set in the 1920s Hollywood, the movie is a look at the debauchery in the industry at a time when it was loosely regulated, if regulated at all. The film's official synopsis reads, "From Damien Chazelle's Babylon is an original epic set in the 1920s Los Angeles, led by Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, and Diego Calva, with an ensemble cast including Jovan Adepo, Loon Jun Lee, and Gene Smart. A tale of outsized ambition and outrageous excess, it traces the rise and fall of multiple characters during an era of unbridled decadence and depravity in early Hollywood." In the NSFW Naughty trailer, scenes from lavish parties, a very creepy Tobey Maguire, what looks like an on-set murder, plenty of weapons and cigarettes and some nudity are seen as Pitt, Robbie, and Calva's character navigate the Hollywood scene both on the soundstage and off. Even a nicer trailer has moments of excess, though not quite as graphic as the Naughty one. But it's also NSFW unless you have headphones. Chazelle is best known for his work in Whiplash, which won J.K. Simmons a Best Supporting Actor Oscar, Neil Armstrong biopic First Man, and the Oscar debacle that saw his 2016 film La La Land mistakenly awarded the Best Picture Oscar that was meant for Moonlight. Babylon is Pip's second film to deal with the seedy underside of Hollywood, and it is the third he's made with Robbie. They were in both The Big Short 2015 and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in 2019, directed by Quentin Tarantino. Leonardo DiCaprio was also in the acclaimed film, which incorporated the infamous Manson murders into a storyline about a fading TV actor and his stunt double. Pitt won his first acting Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for his role as Cliff Booth. The Women's Film Critics' Choice named She Said as 2022's best movie about women on Monday. Writer-director Sarah Polley's Women Talking scored the honors for Best Movie by a Woman and Best Woman Storyteller. It also won the Adrian Shelley Award for a film that most passionately opposes violence against women, and the Karen Morley Award as Best Exemplifying a Woman's Place in History and our society in a courageous search for identity. Michelle Yeoh won the prize for Best Actress for Everything Everywhere All at Once, and she and Kai-Hu Kwan, her co-star in the film, were voted Best Screen Couple. Brendan Fraser earned the Best Actor accolade for The Whale, and Till won the Josephine Baker Award for Best Expressing the Woman of Color Experience in America. Happening won the Best Foreign Film by or about women. The Janes won for Best Documentary by or about women, and Melian from Turning Red won for Best Animated Female. Good luck to you. Leo Gran earned the title of Best Equality of the Sexes. Handmaid's Tale won the award for Best TV Show. Gina Davis won the Acting and Activism Award, and Rita Moreno won the Lifetime Achievement Award. Penny Dreadful actress Eva Green and Westworld alum Vincent Cassel have signed on to star in the 6-part Apple TV Plus thriller Liaison. The streaming service first French and English language Apple original series is set to premiere on February 24th. A synopsis says that the show explores both how the mistakes of our past have the potential to destroy our future, combined action with an unpredictable multi-layer plot where espionage and political intrigue plays out against a story of passionate and enduring love. The ensemble will also include Pilo Milan, Gerard Levine, Daniel Francis, Santos Mira, and Thierry Fremont. Virginia Brack, whose credits include Grenades, created and wrote the series, which was helmed by 24 director Stephen Hopkins. More than 7.4 million viewers tuned in for the premiere of Yellowstone prequel 1923 across Paramount's broadcast and streaming platform Sunday. Western stars Helen Mirren and Harrison Ford as Kara and Jacob Dutton, the ancestors of John Dutton, the Montana cat rancher Kevin Costner plays on Yellowstone. Tanya Giles, the chief programming officer at Paramount Streaming, said in a statement Monday, anchored by Taylor Sheridan's incredible vision and the performance of legends Helen Mirren and Harrison Ford, we felt confident this next chapter of the Dutton family origin story would resonate with audiences. We are thrilled with the record-breaking early response to the first episodes and can't wait to introduce more audiences to this incredible journey of perseverance, heartbreak, and adventure set amongst the backdrop of the Mountain West. Viewers watched the first episode through 3 broadcasts on Paramount Network, 1 on CMT, and its stream on Paramount Plus. Paramount says that the episode was the most watched premiere ever on Paramount Plus and was the #1 new series premiere of the year on cable television. The rest of the season will be available exclusively on the streaming platform Paramount Plus. 1923 co-stars Timothy Dalton, Darren Mann, Michelle Randolph, James Badge Dale, Marley Shelton, Brian Garrity, Amanda Nieves, and Jerome Flynn. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will be releasing a new docuseries with Netflix. The streaming service announced the series Live to Lead alongside a trailer for the show Monday. Live to Lead is inspired by former South African president, the late Nelson Mandela, and explores the fundamental values, daily disciplines, and guiding principles that leaders employ to motivate others and create meaningful change. The series features interviews with the late former U.S. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, climate change activist Greta Thunberg, social justice attorney Brian Stevenson, New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, and social media activist Gloria Steinem, and among other world leaders. Harry and Markle will present and executive produce the new show. Harry says in the trailer, this was inspired by Nelson Mandela, who once said, what counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made into the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life that we lead. Harry and Markle signed a multi-year deal with Netflix in September 2020. The couple released their first project with Netflix, the docuseries Harry and Meghan, in December. It tells the story of their decision to step back from the royal family and move to California, where they are raising their 2 children. Sharon Osbourne says she's back home and doing great in the wake of her hospitalization. The 7-year-old television personality gave a health update Monday after being hospitalized for a medical emergency. Osbourne shared a photo on Instagram of her dog sitting in front of a decorated holiday tree. She captioned the post, back home and doing great. Thank you for all the love. Osbourne's former talk co-hosts Amanda Kloots and Kariana Naba expressed their relief in the comments. Kloots wrote, "Oh, thank God," and Naba said, "Thank goodness." Osbourne was hospitalized for an unspecific medical emergency Friday evening, NBC News reported Saturday. Sources said the situation was non-life-threatening. Osbourne's son, Jack Osbourne, said Saturday on his Instagram story that his mom was released from the hospital. He wrote, "She has been given all the clear from her medical team and is now home. As to what happened to my mom, I'm going to leave it to her to share about when she is ready." Former film producer Harvey Weinstein was found guilty in Los Angeles on Monday on 1 count of rape and 2 counts of sexual assault, nearly 3 years after being convicted of sex crimes in New York. The jury, which deliberated for 10 days, found Weinstein guilty of rape, forcible oral copulation, and sexual penetration following weeks of emotional and graphic testimony from 44 witnesses. While Weinstein was found guilty on 3 counts, the jury was hung on 1 count of sexual battery by restraint, 1 count of forcible oral copulation, and 1 count of rape. Jurors also found Weinstein not guilty of 1 count of sexual battery by restraint. Weinstein, who did not take the witness stand, pleaded not guilty to all 7 charges. During the trial, prosecutors said Weinstein used his influence in Hollywood to lure women into private meetings and assault them. Prosecutor Paul Thompson told jurors on December 2nd, "Rape is rape. You can look at the pattern. You have irrefutable, overwhelming evidence about the nature of this man and what he did to these women." Jurors will return to court on Tuesday to consider aggravating factors that will help determine the outcome of Weinstein's sentencing hearing. He faces a possible sentence of 24 years in prison. Weinstein is currently serving a 23-year prison sentence in New York after he was found guilty in February 2020 of a criminal sexual act and a 3rd-degree rape. The former film producer was first charged with sexual assault in Los Angeles in 2020 as his trial in New York was beginning. The New York State's Court of Appeals agreed in August to allow Weinstein to appeal that conviction. At the time, Weinstein was accused of raping 1 woman and sexually assaulting another over a 2-day period in Los Angeles in 2013. He was charged with 4 counts, 1 of each of forcible rape, forcible oral copulation, sexual penetration by use of force, and sexual battery by restraint. In April 2020, Weinstein began serving his 23-year sentence for his conviction in a New York trial. Los Angeles prosecutors added an additional charge based on a 2010 incident in Beverly Hills. A serial burglar with more than 24 prior arrests was caught inside Robert De Niro's New York City townhouse early Monday morning as the Oscar-winning actor and his 10-year-old daughter slept upstairs, according to police. Police arrested Shanice Aviles, 30, on burglary charges after she was seen entering De Niro's Upper East Side townhouse at 2:45 a.m. Officers said they started following Aviles after they saw her try to open a number of doors on nearby businesses before entering De Niro's home. The officers quickly followed her into the residence, where they said they found Aviles using De Niro's iPad. Some officers also reported she was caught taking presents from under the Christmas tree and stuffing them into a bag. Police says after the arrest, they went upstairs where they found De Niro sleeping and woke him up. There was no interaction between the burglar and De Niro, who was expecting to press charges against Aviles. According to officers, Aviles has 26 prior arrests and is described as one of New York Police Department's most recidivist burglars. Aviles also had 2 active bench warrants at the time of her arrest for failure to appear in court. Niro is best known for his roles in The Godfather, Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, as well as Meet the Parents. The Broadway production of Almost Famous is set to close 3 months after it opened. The show's Twitter feed said Monday, "Rock and roll is forever, but our Broadway journey ends January 8th. Come celebrate with us before it's over." To our wonderful fans and family, our cast and crew are so thankful for pointing us to this amazing ride. The show will have played 30 previews and 77 performances. Based on the Cameron Crowe's 2000 movie, the musical takes place in 1973. Crowe wrote the book and lyrics for the stage production. Tom Kitt penned the original music and lyrics, and Jeremy Herrin directed. A synopsis of the show says Led Zeppelin is king, Richard Nixon is president, and idealistic 15-year-old William Miller is an inspiring music journalist. The Rolling Stone magazine hires him to go on the road with an up-and-coming band. William is thrust into the rock and roll circus, where his love of music, his longing for friendship, and his integrity as a writer collides. Almost Famous is a hilarious and heartfelt celebration of community, family, fandom, and the power of music. K-Pop the Musical and Phantom of the Opera both recently announced end dates for their Broadway runs, while their neighbors, Caroline Comedy Club, says it's permanently closing its doors at the end of the year. Former Bachelor host Chris Harrison will launch his own podcast in 2023. Harrison announced a new podcast, the most dramatic podcast ever, with Chris Harrison on Monday. He said, "I'm very excited to announce my new partnership with iHeartRadio, launching a podcast network. Most importantly, I'm excited to connect with all of you once again. I love you all and have missed you very much." He told fans, "It's time we talk." The most dramatic podcast ever will feature Harrison take on all things relationships, including dating, marriage, love, loss, and more. In a trailer for the show, Harrison appears to reference his exit from The Bachelor. He says, I have not publicly spoken for 2 years about this. I think it will be cathartic. I'm looking forward to getting this off my chest and repair this moving forward and letting everybody hear from me." Harrison permanently left the Bachelor franchise in June 2021 after 20 years as host. The television personality had stepped away from the franchise in February 2021 after speaking of a way that perpetuated racism, in an interview with former Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay on Extra. In an interview, Harrison defended Bachelor Season 25 contestant Rachel Kirkconnell, who later apologized for offense and racist past actions. Harrison apologized on Twitter in February 2021 and again on Good Morning America that March. Filmmaker James Gunn, who was recently named the CEO of DC Studios with Peter Safran, posted on social media his response to fan backlash regarding their recent decisions to fire Henry Cavill as Superman and scraping a third-plan Wonder Woman movie. Gunn wrote on Instagram Monday, "One of the things Peter and I were aware of when we took the job as heads of DC Studios was a certain minority of people online that could be, well, uproarious and unkind, to say the least. No one loves to be harassed or called names, but to be frank, we've been through significantly worse. Disrespectful outcry will never, ever affect our actions." He went on to say that he and Safran will focus on stories worthy of the DC legacy going forward. Several celebrities voiced their support in the comments section of the post. Zachary Levi, who plays Shazam in the DC Universe, wrote Amen, while Matthew Lillard, who has starred in the Scooby-Doo and Scream film franchise, says, "This is how you lead. The DC future is bright." Creed and Black Panther actor Michael B. Jordan recently reacted with 3 clapping hand emojis. Henry Golding from Crazy Rich Asians and Snake Eyes wrote, "The man in the arena," along with the fist bump and heart emojis. Community creator joked, "Your first 8 voicemails are me pitching Luther movies." Gunn is known for helming 3 Guardians of the Galaxy blockbusters, as well as the 2021 The Suicide Squad. MTV is giving a glimpse of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15. The network shared a trailer for the season Monday and announced the season's new celebrity guest judges. Singer and actress Ariana Grande will appear as a guest judge in the 2-episode Season 15 premiere, which airs January 6, 2023 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Grande will be joined by series judges Michelle Visage and Ross Matthews in welcoming the new contestants. Visage and Matthews returns as judges alongside Carson Kressley. Singer Maren Morris, Janelle Monae, Orville Peck, and Haley Kiyoko Actress Amandla Steinberg and Julia Garner and comedians Ali Wong and Megan Statler will also appear as guest judges in the new season. RuPaul's Drag Race is a reality competition series featuring drag performers as they compete for the title of America's Next Drag Superstar and a cash prize of $200,000. Season 15 will feature 16 contestants, including the show's first ever twins. Billie Eilish turned 21 on Sunday, and she celebrated in Los Angeles with her boyfriend and several celebrity friends. The Christmas-themed bash took place at the Edition in West Hollywood and was attended by Kendall Jenner, Lil Nas X, Haley, and Justin Bieber, and Eilish's boyfriend, singer-songwriter Jesse Rutherford, the frontman of The Neighborhood. Fellow female music stars at the party included Dove Cameron, Olivia Rodrigo, Avril Lavigne, and Doja Cat. Actresses Eliza Gonzalez and Haley Steinfeld also attended. Eilish arrived in a Santa outfit while Rutherford wore a red holiday look. Eilish was cheered by the DJ as she and Rutherford kissed on the dance floor, and Eilish blew out the candles on her birthday cake as her guests sang happy birthday. During her Friday night show at the Kia Forum, Rutherford presented Eilish with the cake while she was on stage. Eilish said to her audience, "Want to take shots? Give me 2 days on 21 in 2 days. It's unbelievable." During her 2 concerts at the Forum, Eilish invited celebrity friends and musical collaborators. On Thursday, she brought out Dave Grohl of the Foo Fighters to perform their 1998 song, My Hero. Singer Phoebe Bridgers was on stage with Eilish as well on Friday. Atlanta creator and star Donald Glover, also known as Childish Gambino, performed the song Redbone during her show. She also shared the stage with Khaled, performing their hit Lovely. Eilish is on the Happier Than Ever tour. On January 27th, Billie Eilish live at the O2 Extended Edition is in theaters for one night. Tickets go on sale on Wednesday. And finally, rapper Lil Baby released a new video for his song The World Is Yours to Take in celebration of Argentina's win of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. The rapper partnered on the project with Budweiser, the official beer of the World Cup, which ended Sunday in Qatar. The song samples the 1985 Tears for Fears classic Everybody Wants to Rule the World, with Lil Baby rapping over the newly created beat. Veteran filmmaker Director X helmed the video, which also featured appearances by Argentinian rappers Paolo Londra and Brazilian producer Rapidinho. Londra and Rapidinho released international remix versions of the track, and other artists, DJs, and creators appear briefly in the video. Lil Baby said in an official statement when the song was first released, "My new track with Budweiser for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 official soundtrack is a very special one for me. It's about the journey we've all been on over the last few years and celebrating what's next. When I started in music in 2017, I went all in on a dream that brought me to where I am now. And that's what I want fans to feel when they hear the song." The new video is loosely based on the original song's video, which features members of Tears for Fears riding a dune buggy in the California desert. The World Is Yours to Take was filmed in Qatar. Lil Baby is also shown riding through the desert, both in a dune buggy and in a Mustang. The Atlanta native performed in Doha at the Bud X event, and scenes from that show are included in the clip. The track is the third single for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 official soundtrack, which includes songs from international artists including Trinidad Cadorna, Davido, and Aisha, Unza featuring Jims, and Fahad Akabasi, and Jungkook of BTS. Lil Baby said in a statement, "I'm excited to make history with Budweiser and close out the 2022 FIFA World Cup with this unforgettable video. Working with Director X and the amazing people from around the globe, we're celebrating what it means to bring the world together and inspire people to chase those dreams." And that was your entertainment report for Tuesday, December 20th, 2022. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.